Hello, it's History Boy, and I'm running myself a bath, waiting for that to get going, and this is a Ruminations video that's hopefully going to be quite quick for all the voice converse stuff. Yeah, that's a good app to use, Converter.app. Just go on there. For anyone who's still getting into YouTube editing or any kind of other video editing, where you use like Dailymotion or I guess Adobe Studio and all that kind of stuff, then you can go on there and load that, and obviously depending on the file size, it will take so many minutes, but yeah, this is a Ruminations video. I've been ruminating since about last night, and so Henry VIII had loads of bastard kids. One of the most infamous, one of his eldest bastard kids by Bessie Blount, who was from almost noble ne'er-do-well kind of family with connections to aristocracy and royals, much like how Anne Boleyn's folks were, or and Lady Jane Grey's family were, while they tried to get into that kind of environment, politics and all that kind of stuff. But what people might not know about Henry FitzRoy, I already addressed this, I think maybe on Fun Facts episode 44, which was about Henry I, who also had Henry FitzRoy, illegitimate kid as well. So FitzRoy sounds like it's a leftover Plantagenet / Norman kind of junior name, but not legitimate junior name. So I think FitzRoy may have gone by Blount or by some kind of stepfather's name, maybe. Who knows? But I think by the time of his death, he and his wife were planning to have a kid. So this is like a connected multiple ruminations thing in one, if that makes any sense. You'll get the gist. If I don't know how it works or how it worked in Tudor England or in just medieval times and pre and post-Renaissance times, where if the potential grandson of the king had more claim to being an heir or getting privileges than the parent that was illegitimate, because the grandson isn't illegitimate. So it made me wonder if Henry FitzRoy and his wife managed to conceive, whether it be a daughter or, let's say, ideally in the whole Henry VIII's kind of driving ambition for an heir, a grandson, would he have more claim to being a Tudor and being at the top of the tree, so to speak, that once his dad picks it, then his dad, and would there be conflicts with Edward and Elizabeth and Mary? This is their nephew, so imagine being succeeded by your own nephew. And and if Henry FitzRoy somehow if they got round or his father managed to ignore the whole legitimacy rule, would he, if Henry took over the illegitimate kid, but the eldest son nonetheless, would he be like would he be Henry the Ninth, or would he go by another regnal number, like for example, one of his, if he had like a middle name, or would it, for example, because, and this was like a weird thought to me, Arthur was very nearly, you know, Tudor king, until he died. He died young. So would Henry FitzRoy be like Arthur first, or some kind of I guess kind of, I don't know how it works, temporary kind of governmental, yeah, king, kind of backed up by, like, I guess, early parliamentary stuff. I mean, I know there wasn't really parliament, as we know now, until around Charles I. But would he have been like, for example, Arthur Praetor or something like that? I don't know. Maybe some semi-governmental Latin kind of term they probably would have used in 500 years ago. So yeah, going back a little bit, I think my proper main rumination now is would the grandson that never was of Henry Tudor, Henry VIII, whatever, through Henry FitzRoy being a potential successor, you know, more than his dad. So yeah, that's sorry if I seem in a rush. It's just pacing, getting some sort of exercise, and again waiting for the bath to run. So yeah, let me know what you think. It was just something partly to do that I had in my mind since last night, like I said. I'm sorry to flog ahead, dead horse. So as I say, hope you can kind of make out what I said. There's loads of noise round here. That's the trouble with living on a junction that's between everywhere and kind of not exactly middle of nowhere, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there and show you, as they say, SCFU and all that. So yeah, that was another Ruminations video that I thought I'll make it a what if. I mean, they're all kind of what ifs anyway, in a way, but like what if history. That could be an idea for a book, actually. Speaking of books, you know, thank you to that one person who checked out my Laundryman Chapter 1. That's, you know, an original story, and I got a few kind of spin-offs and prequels in mind for that as well, where they all interconnect. So yeah, cheers and bye bye.